Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee and this is Vlogmas Day 6. I had a very relaxing day today. I just hung out in my sweatpants and my Wyoming Knits shirt. This is available on my Spreadshirt shop if you would like to support the channel that way. I cleaned up my yarn room a little bit today and just hung out and relaxed, and it was a nice day, or a nice way to start the weekend. While I was up here cleaning up everything, I decided to put away some things. Can you hear the dog? I think there's a deer outside, or a cat. Probably a cat. He barks louder at the deer. So I found my Go-Go Dynamo shawl, and I finally reclaimed the needles and pulled out as much as I could wind into single skeins or single cakes. Each one of these I would be, I don't know if I want to rip these ones out, so it's just hanging out for now, but I reclaimed excuse me, both of these. This one is a full 50 gram and this is whatever's not in that little piece. And then I had this Tilt Torch Knits Dirty Pop, and I had cut it at least, well, a few times, and this was a big chunk, and then I had cut it again. So those two are back into cakes. And then I used some Yarn Cafe Creations, and this was one 50 gram skein, and I rewound those, so that is ready to go back into my stash. I had weighed it before, like in the project, and all the yarn, so it hasn't technically been out of my stash, so it's just gonna go back on the shelf somewhere. So I did that, and then after I was done winding that, I had the free needles, and I cast on a new project. I took my day one of my Scrappy Advent, and I cast on the Love Light blanket. I don't remember who it's by. It should be up here. And this is a fingering weight held single on a size 4. And so this is my longest cord, I think. And I cast on however many stitches it told me to. Long tail cast on, and I had too much of my long tail, but that's okay. And then I will knit some more on this and then add in day 2. So I found a project for that. I had forgot that I bought that last year and never cast on anything with it. So I worked on that today. This morning when I got up though, I decided to pull out this bag. It was sitting right by my chair, and this is my Momma Jess Knits sock set from November, her November mystery. Thankful November, and the contrast color is spruce. So here is the main, and last time I showed this, it was right there, and today I knit far enough that I added in the contrast heel, and I am still working on the gusset decreases. I think I have maybe two or three gusset decreases left, and then I will be on the heel, or on the foot. I am on the foot, but I can work just around and around without having to decrease for the foot. I did 70 rounds for the leg. I did 20 rounds for the cuff. This is on a US size 0, which is a 2mm needle. I did 64 stitches, 2x2 rib for the cuff, 20 rounds, slip stitch heel flap. I am following the Vanilla Socks on 9-inch circulars pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady, except I think she has a 1x1 rib in that one. I like the 2x2. I just like how that looks. The knit stitches look a little bit neater when I do it. So I worked on that while I drank my coffee this morning, and then later I worked on my mom's socks. So this is Knit Picks Felici in the colored Night Market. It was their fall 2022 collection, and I did a few more stripes. I'm hoping to get this sock done tomorrow. I hope I can do that, and then get the other one cast on, and hopefully it will not take me more than a week to finish the second sock. So, oh, let me tell you about the sock. This is the String of Lights pattern by Lindsay of Sock Witchery. I did 64 stitches, 2x2 cuff, and then I went into the pattern. I used the slip stitch heel flap from the Vanilla Socks pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady. In Lindsay's pattern, Sock Witchery, she has like a garter tab right here, or a garter border, and I do it this way. It's the one I know. I don't know. I've done the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. I like this one best. So I did 70 rounds for the leg, and then I'll just make this long enough to fit my mom's foot. And I also worked on my Advent socks from Woolens and Nosh, and I will show those. Let's look at the inspiration photo again. Pacific Northwest themed, and I did get my stripe in for today on both of them. I think this is like a 1, 2, 3 green, 1, 2, 3 blue, and I went from light to dark, dark to light. So I think we might switch colors tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I do have both of them at about the same spot. I stopped when I saw the brown was coming out of the bag, and I will work on those some more tomorrow. I'm doing the Vanilla Socks on 9-inch circular pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady for that one. 64 stitches, and I'm using a size 1 needle on the Woolens and Nosh socks and a size 0 on all my other socks, because the Woolens and Nosh one is just a little bit plumper than the 75-25. Let's see, what next? Let's do the Crafty Cryptids by Blackbird Sycamore. We'll grab day 6. I'm guessing, I think these two are like more of a peachy pink These ones are orange. I'm guessing another yellow. Ooh, a lighter yellow. And this is the Bonacon? When you double the consonant, it usually makes that a short vowel sound. So I'm guessing Bonacon. It's a creature from medieval bestiaries described as a bull with a mane of a horse and curving horns. Its horns curve back towards its skull, making them useless for fighting or defense. When threatened, this creature can expel caustic and corrosive dung at anyone or anything chasing it, which can burst into flames. They also expel noxious fumes in the process, move over fire-breathing dragons, make way for the bull with a flame-thrower feces. That's a fun one. So what's this? Lighter yellow. Let's add that to our string. And then I think tomorrow we'll probably, because we had 2, 2, 2, it'll change color tomorrow also. Let's find number 6 and my Scrappy swap. And this one's pretty. It's a, there we go, like a dark coral pink. This is going to be so cute in that blanket also. So we'll put that back in there so I can keep track. And we'll go back to number 2 so I can show you. So this was day 1 and then day 2. That'll be a nice contrast between the two of them. So we'll put this one in tomorrow, and maybe a couple more, maybe, if I get to it. I'm so excited to have found at least one project that I'm going to make with my advents this year besides my socks. All of the patterns I used will be linked in the description box below. All the bags will have a link to the Etsy shop where I purchased them. And all the, well, the 2 advents that aren't the Scrappy ones will have links to the shop where I bought them, and you can go purchase something from them and support them if you like what you see. And I'm gonna go make me some popcorn and edit and have a nice relaxing evening watching Vlogmas. I am on day 2 on some of my Vlogmases that I like to watch. I go to my subscriptions and just scroll down until I get to the last one I watched, and then I pick the next Vlogmas, and then so hopefully I'll get some more time to watch those tonight and tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas day 7. Until then, happy making, happy knitting,